तो फ्रेंड्स, आज जीएसटी पोर्टल पर फॉर्म DRC-01B लाइव हो गया है। इसके लाइव होने से हमारे ऊपर क्या फर्क पड़ता है या क्या चीजें हैं, किसको किस तरह हैंडल करना चाहिए, ये मैं आज सारा डिटेल में यहाँ पर डिस्कस करूंगा। आप थोड़ा सा समय दीजिए, थोड़ा सा लंबा वीडियो होगा और चूंकि स्टेप्स एंड में बताए जाएंगे कैसे हैंडल होगा, तो प्लीज आप इसको जरा ध्यान से देखना। जैसा कि आपको याद ही होगा कि नोटिफिकेशन नंबर 26, जो कि इत्तेफाक से 26 दिसंबर 2022 को आई थी, 26 दिसंबर 2022 को आई थी, तो वहां से ये नया रूल इंसर्ट हुआ था, रूल 88C। इस रूल में क्या था, दैट इफ देयर इज अ डिफरेंस इन लायबिलिटी in GSTR-1 and GSTR-3B, so department will issue you a form, or they will intimate you in DRC-01B a new form. Now the issue was, पहले तो इन्होंने रूल्स में सेक्शन में लिख दिया था दैट इफ देयर इज अ लायबिलिटी which they called it undisputed liability between GSTR-1 and GSTR-3B, so they will do direct recovery. But Honorable Jharkhand High Court in one of the decision have said no, you don't have the right to do direct recovery. You have to issue a show cause notice. But they said that we have written in the law, we are not going to issue a show cause notice. Then the issue was to give effect of judgment of Honorable Jharkhand High Court और अपने लॉ को भी harmonious interpretation देते हुए they have said okay, we will not issue a show cause notice, but we will go with a pre-show cause notice consultation. That's why they came with a new form DRC-01B. ये 48th GST काउंसिल मीटिंग जो 17 दिसंबर 2022 को हुई थी, उसमें ये इफेक्ट दिया गया था। With this notification, let's understand what was this, that a form will be issued, a liability will be communicated to you, and this form will be electronically uploaded on the common portal, and a copy of such intimation shall be sent to you on email address. देखिए यहाँ पर सर्विस ऑफ दिस फॉर्म has been prescribed by two ways. First, it has to be uploaded on the common portal, and second, it will be sent to you on your email. Then what will happen? Once you get this, then if you accept this liability along with giving impact of this section 50, आप इसको DRC-03 से जमा करवा दीजिए. Now for this reply, you will get only 7 days. Now इसमें सबसे इंपॉर्टेंट बात क्या है, ये जो आज फॉर्म लाइव हुआ है, that this form has become live. अब यहां से इस तरह के नोटिस आने शुरू हो जाएंगे, and you will be required to reply to these notices. Now, but you have to understand why there was liability. So यहाँ पर क्या होगा, देखिए रूल 88C बोलता क्या है, let us understand this, then later on we will understand कि फॉर्म फाइनली पोर्टल पर क्या करना है. First understand the concept, then we will go to the portal. That once this form is issued, so this form will be issued as per your GSTR-1 or IFF liability. So if it is monthly, आप GSTR-1 monthly file करते, then you will get monthly form. If you are filing quarterly, IFF के थ्रू आप 2 महीने की डिटेल देते, then this form will be issued on the quarterly basis. तो ये आपकी रिटर्न से चलेंगे. In this form, they will tell you that there is a difference between, or a difference has been observed, DRC-01B in part A, department will communicate to you what is the discrepancy, and they will give you time to reply to it 7 days. Within this 7 days, you will not be allowed to file any IFF or GSTR-1 till you reply to this. Next step is, let's say whatever the differential liability is, you accept it. So you will pay through DRC-03 और उसका ARN number डालकर आप यहाँ फॉर्म में रिप्लाई करेंगे. And if you don't agree with the liability, then you will tell them that this is not agreeable liability. I have issues, and you will submit your explanation. Form यहाँ पर मैं भी दिखा रहा हूँ आपको. You will reply. Your notice will come into Part A of DRC-01B. Reply will be given in Part B of DRC-01B. If you don't comply, or if your explanation is not satisfactory, now department will take action in section 79. जो उन्होंने पहले भी बोला था कि भाई हम recovery section 79 में करेंगे. Now let me show you the form. This is the basic form which has been notified. System पर भी दिखाऊंगा कैसा दिखेगा ये form. So this will be the form where liability will be communicated to you in part A. It would be system generated, and they will tell you that you have to pay this liability within 7 working days, or you have to reply within 7 working days. And if you don't reply within 7 days, or your reply is not acceptable, then proper officer will start recovery proceedings per section 79. यानी कि आपके बैंक अकाउंट से पैसा डायरेक्टली डेबिट भी हो सकता है. So this is your reply, where you will start your reply. That first is that you have accepted the liability, you have paid or discharged that liability through DRC-03, और आप DRC-03 का ARN यहाँ डाल देंगे, and in which head you have paid payment. Or if you don't agree, or it could be possible you partially agree with the liability, partially you don't agree. So then there are 4 or 5 instances where you can say that this is the reason why I don't accept this liability. और या मान लीजिए आपने यहाँ पर पेमेंट भी कर दिया, then you will explain why you have made the payment. So here there are 5 issues, and fifth one is any other issue. So it could be possible because there was some previous liability from previous quarter or previous month which has been following, or there were some other issues with your liabilities, or you have filed incorrect GSTR1 or IFF, गलत रेट ले लिया, टाइपोग्राफिकल एरर हो गया, और you have made a mistake in adjusting advances, whatever might be the reason, then you will declare here. The verification will be done this way. So DRC-01, DRC-03, everyone knows. Let's understand what this feature says, or what this advisory says to you. So it says that now intimation will be given to you. This would be as per the percentage or the amount as will be prescribed. So that would be a predefined or threshold limit or the percentage. So till date it has not been prescribed to us. So if there is a difference between GSTR1 and GSTR3B, in case of quarterly dealers, so 2 IFF plus 1 GSTR3B and GSTR3BQ. So this Q means quarterly. Then what is the threshold limit? So that will be communicated to you. For example, let's say they say that there is a difference between more than 5% or 10%, and if the amount is a minimum 50,000, let's say, अभी तक ये prescribe नहीं हुआ, or if there is, we are unaware, it could be internally prescribed. So now this DRC-01B form can be issued to any taxpayer, including regular taxpayer, including SEZ unit, SEZ developers, casual taxable person, or a taxpayer who has opted in or opted out of composition scheme. यानी कि सबके लिए DRC-01B इशू करा जा सकता है. Period which I have discussed, it would be for the current period or subsequent period. Then you will also be intimated through SMS. So देखिए, law simple था, uploaded on the portal, and it has to be intimated through email. ये एडवाइजरी कहती है एंड SMS, यानी आपको SMS भी आएगा विद द रेफरेंस नंबर दैट समथिंग हैज बीन, some form has been generated against you. So how to check this on the GST portal? उन्होंने कहा you go on the services, then returns, return compliance, and the liability mismatch in DRC-01B. So monthly, quarterly, we have discussed earlier. If you are filing returns, GSTR-3B monthly, otherwise quarterly one. So once you file this DRC-01 part B of DRC-01B, immediately, they say instantly, you will be able to file IFF or GSTR-1. इसमें लिखा है कि अगर आप नहीं फाइल कर पा रहे, then log out and log in after few minutes. Then it would be giving you benefit. Now there could be an error while filing DRC-01B part B जो आपको भरना है. Now, if they are saying please provide valid ARN of DRC-01B, DRC-03 फॉर्म, तो DRC-03 में कुछ कंडीशंस है कि जब आप DRC-03 फॉर्म है तो वो आपके जो नोटिस है उसकी डेट के बाद का आया होना चाहिए. प्लस the reason for selecting this should be liability mismatch of GSTR-01, so GSTR-1 to GSTR-3B. देखिए यहाँ पर जब इन्होंने यहाँ पर ये फॉर्म दिया तब उन्होंने इसमें रीजंस में ये सब चीजें डाली हैं that you have to choose these kind of details in the drop down and then you have to file this form. Then again, overall this should match with your from and to dates जिस पीरियड के लिए आपको नोटिस आया है. क्वार्टरली वन there would be only one notice per quarter. So once you go to your forms, GST portal, ये आपका डैशबोर्ड है. In this you go to the services returns, and then return compliance. Once you go to return compliance, so you will be able to see the DRC-01B form. So there would be liability mismatch. This is the notice issued. You click on the view and then the form will be, this is the reference number, this is pending. Once you reply to this, it will be showing as completed. आप reference number पर click कीजिए and this form will open. Otherwise आप अलग से भी reference number के through search कर सकते हैं if you want. Then liability mismatch, you could also search through return period, financial year डालिए, return period डालिए, then you use the search option. Search option मिलने के बाद then they would be, और एक तीसरा तरीका है कि returns में liability mismatch में you go to the status pending. So then that is a pending one जो आपको notice issue हुआ है, आपने उसका reply नहीं किया. Then let's say this is an example given by them कि भाई ये notice आपको issue हुआ है, that you have shown in GSTR-1 50 lakh और 3B में आपने सिर्फ 25 lakh दिखाया. Cess was 10 lakh and 5 lakh. 10 lakh was the cess in GSTR-1 and 3B is 5 lakh. So आपकी यहाँ पर 60 lakh की liability थी. You have shown 60 lakh rupees liability in GSTR-1 vis-a-vis 30 lakh liability shown in GSTR-3B. So that is 30 lakh shortfall of the taxes. Let's say this person accepts this. So what he will do, he will pay taxes 30 lakh rupees plus interest plus late fees. Sorry, plus interest or plus penalty if he feels. Then यहाँ पर वो ARN डालेंगे. You can see this is the ARN. और यहाँ पर ARN डालने के बाद they will try to validate this. So you have to validate this कि कहाँ पर detail है, and then you have to use the check boxes here. और यहाँ पर आप check boxes पर click करके रीजन चूज करेंगे कि what were the reason why there is a difference. So excess liability from previous period or any other reasons. आपको ये रीजन मिलने के बाद then you will. So आप ये डिटेल अलग से डाउनलोड भी कर सकते हैं. If you download it, the part A will be looking like this in the PDF form that this notice has been issued. These are the details. And then once you pay this taxes, ARN number you have dali of DRC-03 and you validate that you have discharged this liability through DRC-03. So I discussed this कि भाई DRC-03 validate क्यों नहीं होगा? So one thing that DRC-03 should have been filed on or after the date on which DRC-01 Part B A was issued. यहाँ पर एक प्रॉब्लम कई बार कुछ लोग फेस कर सकते हैं. For example, you have suo moto discharge this liability through DRC-03. suo moto कर दिया आपने, तब तक आपको नोटिस इशू नहीं हुआ. Later on the notice is issued in Part A. अब जब आप इसको ऑनलाइन वैलिडेट करेंगे तो ये वैलिडेट नहीं होगा. सो देन दिस गोज टू द grievance portal. You might be required to raise the grievance or you have to explain your officer ki sir jo liability thi that I have already paid. But again, this they are not accepting this view. Sorry, online में ये problem आ सकती है if you have paid this liability. Then once you have paid, now this DRC-01 ARN is validated. Then what for the liability, और यहाँ पर आप reasons डालेंगे that already corrected. For example, there was a mistake. You have already corrected in next month. Yes, yeah. Then you will select the person's name, किसकी who is filing this. So the name of the person will be pre-filled and his designation will also be pre-filled as an authorized signatory जो भी आपके portal पर है. Then you will save it. Only after saving you will be allowed to file DRC-01B. Before, it is always advisable before submitting this after saving, you should download this and you should cross check that whether everything matches what you wanted to say. I would always request you to download and cross check before filing. Once you start filing, you will go to proceed and then you can use DSC or OTP method, whatever suits you. If you are using OTP, then they will give you OTP and you would file this and verify it. Then filing successful, okay. And then when you go to this status of liability mismatch, it will show you it is completed. So एक बार complete हो जाए, then again you should download this file DRC-01B even after filing. So this was whole on that advisory which has been issued. I would again request you if you have any comment or points from your side, you can ask me here. Now, there are three things which has to be understood before we wind up the discussion. That again, this is new rule 88C, जो अभी introduce हुआ है. So notices will be starting very soon, or I feel that notices will start coming on this topic. You will get only 7 days time to respond to this notice. Within this 7 days time, you will not be able to file any return or GSTR1 or IFF. And see, DRC-01B will have everything. So this will be online communicated to you. Online maybe this will be uploaded on a common portal. This will be sent to you on email. जब दोनों हो जाए, then only we can say it is valid service of notice. One more thing, which this advisory says, कि भाई आपको एक SMS भी आएगा whenever this form will be generated. In this form, it will be clear mentioned what is the difference of the liability and what amount department is expecting कि आपकी साइड से मिलेगा उनको. Whenever you pay it, you will have to pay interest as per prescribed under section 50, means ITC का availment का use करके the net of the amount which is cash liability. Again, it is not in all of the cases. ये कभी नहीं होगा कि आप DRC-01B आ गया तो आप पेमेंट करें ही करें, और पार्ट बी से पेमेंट करें या सॉरी DRC से पेमेंट करें. It could also be possible that there are certain regions where you don't want to pay or you are not liable to pay. So in those cases, you have to explain it. अगर जो चार स्पेसिफिक कैटेगरी वहां कवर होने तो ठीक है, अदरवाइज यू कैन चूज द ऑप्शन any other category. So that was all discussion from my side. I hope you will find this discussion useful, क्योंकि ये नोटिसेस बहुत जल्दी इशू होने शुरू हो जाएंगे, क्योंकि आज से ये फॉर्म लाइव हो गया है, तो ये नोटिसेस बहुत जल्दी आने लगेंगे. All the best to you to handling these kind of notices. If you have any issues, wherever you are watching this, you can post it in the comment section, and whenever possible for me, I will try to reply to all of your queries relating to DRC-01B. Thank you. Thanks a lot.